Welcome, loyal friends and subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing. We reached the 1000 mark. Thank you very much. So today, I've got this 308 engine we bought out of a salvage yard, like you can see. And then I was donated another one by Mr. Craig at Standing There, stripped, that I used parts of for this. The objective today is to prime this thing and try and swing this thing and see if it will start. Let's get cracking. First things first, let's check if this thing still has oil in it. Yeah, man, that oil's dirty. When she runs, I'll probably replace that oil. I just want to make sure this thing is right, as you can't trust anybody nowadays. Yo. Get to priming the oil pump. We'll replace oil filters and stuff when I know this is running. My other motor, the camshaft is completely wiped. I did buy another camshaft, but time to do it. That's the main issue. Let me quickly loosen here so that I can get into this pump. Gonna pack a little bit of grease, not too much, because you know what, it does block the filter. And these motors has got a long tube that goes into the sump that generally, if it stands long and manhandled like this probably was on its side, etc., will run back into the sump most probably. So this is just insurance. Ah, there we go. Seems like somebody tried to prime it and everything. Let's have a look at the gasket. Man, that gasket's still right. Somebody was actually in this motor. Oh, that's perfect. They tried to fire it most probably. But let's push out the gears. All you want to do with this is create suction so that it can suck up the oil in the pan. Like I said, it's the only problem these motors have. I'll have to clean that a bit. Just flip this down here. Oil filter. Good job. Has to be done. Just have a look. Ah, that's clean. Okay. Right. Just see. It's got a slot. Okay, the gear just slides into the slot. And we can put all that back together. Like I say, my objective is just to get this thing to run. So that's the main objective today. But first, you need oil pressure before you do anything with any motor. I'm going to leave the plugs out now to swing it. It's a little Australian motor. It's actually designed pretty well if you ask me. They weren't too bad. They did suffer with oil problems, but there's a lot of mods you can do to them to improve that. But for what they were, man, these were good engines actually. They powered a lot of cars here in South Africa, as in Australia, and down there, down under, the people just adore them a lot more. And I actually have a lot of respect for these engines, because back in the day, we used to race, and if you couldn't afford a Chevy, some guys had Holdens, and we used to offset grind the cranks and stroke them. We used to do quite a bit to these engines, and they can make decent power. I mean, can't really compare it to a 350. It's well built, but they did make decent power and they got the job done. Now I'm gonna use the old oil filter just to get this thing primed. Actually wanna just fire it in here if the motor is good. Then we'll probably go buy new oil filters and everything. And once it's got oil in the tube, first I'll replace the oil filter and then drain the oil. Because this shares some trades with Chevy, this shares some trades with Buick and Olds. A lot of things that seem similar, but it ain't. Alright, let me get cracking. Okay, this Holden engine, being the engine it is with the pump there, I can't just take the distributor out and spin it for oil pressure, and I'm not going to strip it for that. I'm going to crank the engine over until we get pressure on the lifters. Just making sure before we attempt to start this engine. That's a costly mistake if you start this thing and it hasn't got oil pressure. They don't summer run the bearings, but when they do, it's big damage. Alright. Oh. Right, now that we've got oil to the rockers and the top end, we can button this up and take a look at the firing system. Gonna need a lot of workers' engine, but first it needs to prove to me that it's a runner. Then we'll end up fixing it, buying oil, doing general maintenance to it. Doesn't help throwing money at something that doesn't work, that you're gonna have to strip down anyway if it doesn't work. This we just normally hand tight because it's got a cork gasket. If you over tighten a cork gasket, it tends to leak as well. The cork is actually supposed to saturate with the oil, and when it's saturated, it's supposed to seal with the oil. It's actually how the cork works. Most old cars, the sumps were also like that, and we never over tightened the sumps. This being so close to old American V8, I've got to give it a bash. Forgive me, guys. Alright, I see the distributor cap has been cable tied and wired together, so I'm not going to mess with that now. I'm going to have to replace it and buy a new one eventually. Just want to start now. So let's check for spark on this, and then we'll move to the fuel system. Spark. Okay, we got spark on this. Let me go and get some petrol. Alright, now that I've turned piston number 1 to TDC, my balancer seems to be alright still. Hasn't been spun yet. I'm just going to put a spark plug in here and open up here. I didn't take off the tappet cover, so we might be 180 degrees out of firing, but I'm going to take a chance on this. Okay. Let me get to this. Man, this thing's got so much compression. I hope the starter's got the kahunas to turn this thing, because it's not a standard engine as usual around here. Okay, so number 1, pointing here. Just check on the cap. Oh, points us nice and clean. I don't even have to file them. Let's just check on the cap. Man, that's pretty close. Should run actually. Yes, it should. So this should be number 1. Otherwise, we're 180 degrees out. Let me just mark it. I don't really normally do it, but yeah, for this case, yes. Okay. Let me just get cable ties and do the same that they did there. Okay, now I've got some old plug wires. Let me just fling them on here and pray we're lucky. Hope they've got enough kahunas on the starter motor to swing this thing. Like I said, the compression is just wild. No, this cable's a bit too short. This is not for this, it's for HEI. That's also for HEI. How do I end up with so many HEI cables? A lot of things to buy when I've got this thing running. Like I said, I don't want to waste my time and money if it's not running. That's actually why we're doing a test fire. Before we even fit it to a car as well, you want to see the thing run. Alright, let's try again. I think the starter doesn't like a compression of a stroker motor. Let's see. Alright, let's see if this thing will fire off now. Alright, let's see now if this thing will fire. So I know if I can at least put it in a vehicle. My fuel pump decided it's time to quit. Wait, let me just see. So I can let it idle a little longer to hear how she is and adjust the timing. There we go. Okay, small fine tuning. There we have it. Running engine for our other project vehicle. our BMW hot rod, street rod, modern day type of thing we want to build. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. Peace out.